Ask the 8 Ball is brought to you by BBops, home of the best burger and fries since 1988. Also, by Lola's Fine Hot Sauce, available online at lolasfinehotsauce.com.
Hi, I'm Quinn, and I'm listening to my daddy and Cody.
Cody, you ready?
I'm ready.
Kick it off, buddy.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, Cody?
Not much, man. What's up with you?
Oh, not a lot. What's new?
I don't know, man. Let's ask the 8 Ball.
Welcome.
All right, welcome back, guys. This is season 4, episode 8.
I just started off just picking my ear. And, episode 8.
Have you ever looked inside his ears? They're disgusting.
Probably.
We got a very special guest, the nicest guest in the state of Iowa.
We'll see about that.
Or should I say the fucking nicest guest in the state of Iowa?
All right, we can swear.
There we
All
go,
right.
there we go.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, our sponsors haven't dropped us yet. So
Yeah.
we're good.
Mr. Iowa Nice Guy. Scott, how do you pronounce your last name?
Siepker.
Siepker.
Yeah, you
Scott
gotta. I wish
Siepker.
they would. My ancestors would have just dropped the E.
Yeah.
It's so confusing, but the actual German pronunciation is Siepker.
Okay.
That's too angry.
It sounds very
With the whole
angry.
the
It sounded-
20th century went.
Yeah.
I felt like all of our Jewish listeners just tuned out right there. It's never.
When you
Rightfully
moved to
so.
Iowa, you had to pronounce it differently. You'd be nice about it, right?
Yeah, my ancestor John Siepker, he came through the port of New Orleans in 1846. I wish at that point he would have just dropped the E, but he's just decided to make my life difficult.
He
so.
knew. He's like, Scott,
Yeah.
in 160 years?
You could just go wild card and go and change your own name.
You know, I thought about that. I've had people tell me that I should have when I wanted to get into acting now 20 years ago, because usually a lot of actors, they change their name to 2 first names just to make it easy.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I went around for a while, and I thought I was going to change my acting name to Scott Wilder, because Gene Wilder is my idol, one of my idols, and he went to the University of Iowa. And so I was like, you know what, maybe and then I didn't, because here's the reason why. I was bullied in high school, and just in case I made it, I didn't want my bullies to be confused at all at how much more successful at life I was than they.
That's fair.
I thought you were going to say you're after Ryan Reynolds' character, Van Wilder.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that guy. Talk about that guy's career taking off. That guy's really funny.
Yeah.
And so great actor, and now he gets to do whatever he wants.
Like Blake Lively.
Yeah, I was going to say, two Blake Lively, yeah.
Scarlett Johansson before that. Just,
Oh.
whoever's around.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I mean, I'd let him fuck me if he was around.
He's a super smart guy. I mean, that's the thing. He's a total package,
yeah.
and he has every reason in the world to be a jerk.
Yeah.
And he's not.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
credit. There's a few people in my life who I've met like that, and I just give them extra credit, because he could be a jerk and still be as successful as he is.
Oh, absolutely.
But he chooses not to be.
Yeah.
See,
Nice.
God took he's like, I'm going to make one perfect person and then fuck the rest of you guys.
That's fair, honestly. When I used to work at 107, there was a guy. He came in. It was a buddy of mine. His real name's Scott Stangl, but his radio name was Scotty Cage.
Ooh.
But we already had a Scotty. We had a Scotty Davis there already, so he made him change his first name. But then there was someone else in like a closer market that went by Cage. So then he was Scotty something. I don't remember what his last name was, but so he had to change his whole name all around.
This is exactly what happened to Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's real name is Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
But when he got into the
Yeah.
Actors
Yeah.
Union,
Yep.
couldn't have it, so he changed it to Keaton.
Yeah.
And he's the best Batman, and don't argue with me.
Wow.
I mean,
that's a
Batman's
heated
the worst
debate.
superhero, though.
Okay, well,
Batman's the worst superhero?
Yeah.
he's a Superman
He's not even a
guy.
superhero.
What are you talking about? Batman's hands down the best superhero.
wait.
No.
You
he's
think-
just a rich asshole. He's the opposite of Ryan Reynolds.
It is true that he can help a lot more people with his billions of dollars than
Yeah.
he can actually being a vigilante. But he's still, come on,
He's a
brooding,
Are you gonna
I
tell
mean-
me-
sad.
wait,
And
is Iron Man a superhero?
Yeah.
he's the same.
He's the
But
same as
he-
Batman.
Is Elon Musk a superhero?
And also,
It'll have to be-
here's how Batman can't be the worst. Robin is in the same team, and
Robin's-
Robin is
Robin's
worse
the
than Batman.
sidekick, though.
But he would
You
be the
call them
same.
superheroes?
I think we just dominated you in this debate.
Yeah.
I think you just lost.
Batman.
I mean, Superman's the best superhero.
and
No, I'm
He's
not
like-
going to go that far.
He's like the Ryan Reynolds.
Superman's undefeated.
He just chooses to be
well,
the
until
nicest
Batman
guy
killed him,
ever.
but other than that,
Well, he let him kill
Yeah,
him.
exactly. He let him have it.
Come on, and then he didn't die.
he knew it
He
was
came
coming.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
like-
wow,
he's
is
like
this supposed to
Jesus.
be a nerdy conversation? We went down the wrong rabbit
Welcome
We've
back
hole.
to-
lost all the Jews. We've lost all the women.
Welcome back to Comic-Con.
We've got 2% of our listeners left.
So, how did you come upon the nice guy moniker, the Iowa nice guy?
So it's now strangely about 10 years ago. My filmmaking partner Paul Benedict and I filmed the original Iowa Nice video right on New Year's Eve into January 1st, or New Year's Day as some people like to call it. And we put it out on January 3rd of 2012. And the caucuses were going on at that time, and so it just took off and went viral. Got over 1 million views on YouTube. Getting 1 million views on YouTube was incredible. It was actually a story people would report on. And so we went national, international. It was just this crazy day where we thought we were going to get like 10,000 views because that was 10 times the views we were getting on our other videos.
Yeah.
Right.
But then when we crossed over hundreds of thousands and then to the million, it was just incredible. But partly because my name is Siepker and it's hard to say, people see me on the street and they wouldn't be like, "Hey, that's Scott Siepker." They'd be like, "Hey, it's the
nice guy.
that Iowa nice guy," or it'd be like, "That's the Iowa guy." Or at one point, I did have somebody come up to me like, "Hey, you're the fuck guy, right?" and so I was like, "Well, I guess yes, I'll take that moniker."
So you didn't have Iowa Nice Guy planned in the first video.
No. Then actually the title came up last minute. The original title of the script was "I Hear You Think You Know ... And then right before we were going to post it, we're like, "Oh no, we need to come up with a title." And just in that moment, Iowa Nice was born.
Okay.
And so that's how it happened. And then I think officially the first person to call me, and Paul was included at this time, as the Iowa Nice Guys was Rachel Maddow. She had put our video on her air and said, well, here's a video done by 2 Iowa Nice Guys, and then said our names.
Nice.
And she called it the best political ad to come out that year. And I don't agree with Rachel Maddow on everything, but I will on that point.
She was accurate. I was just in Minnesota last weekend, and I heard people talking about Minnesota Nice. Did they steal that from you?
I had heard Minnesota Nice before Iowa Nice.
Really?
I'd never
I've never heard
it before.
Minnesota Nice.
Yeah, at least it was in my brain, and I don't know of any actual accounts of Iowa Nice being said or being used until that moment. Now it sounds like bragging, but I'm going to give Paul most of the credit for that,
Right.
or if not all of it. And it's been really cool to see how it now has come part of our lingo here.
Yeah.
People use it, businesses use it. And there was a time where I started to fill out like the trademark stuff, the copyright or whatever it would be for that phrase, and I got a little bit into it, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to want to spend the rest of my life sending people cease and desist letters, not telling them not to use it. I was like, the world, take it.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know if we actually created it in the first place, so take it.
That's fair. I don't know if the people in Minnesota are. I mean, they're pretty nice. I feel like Iowa's
Not-
pretty nice.
not in Minneapolis.
Minnesota people are nice.
Yeah, they're
Minneapolis
definitely
people.
better drivers. I
What?
have a theory that Iowa are the worst drivers.
That actually was a study that just came out 2-3 weeks ago that said Iowans have the worst driving. However, a new study also came out, I think this week. I heard this on the Murph and Andy show, that Iowa, with that even being true, has the lowest car insurance rates in the country.
Interesting.
Well,
So
that's
that doesn't seem to
because-
work.
I mean, the driving thing I can only assume is because we allow people like Marshall's girlfriend Tiff to drive.
So are you saying? So
She's
now
a
you're
bad
trying
driver?
to alienate women from our show. So we've lost the Jewish community.
We lost the women when we talk about comic books.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, to be fair, I think mostly we're talking about the movies. Let's have that defense at least.
So I saw a thing the other day that said Iowa is the second ugliest state in the country.
That's totally wrong. I mean, just look at this table.
Yeah. I can't think of anyone better looking.
Yeah.
right
No,
now.
Right?
definitely not.
No.
I think Iowa's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Beach Boys wrote lots of songs, lots of ballads about Iowa people and how beautiful they were, right? That was the state they
Yeah.
picked.
Well, my guess is that people that don't know Iowa only know Slipknot, and they just see the mask, so they assume everyone's ugly.
Fair enough.
Slipknot is huge in Poland.
Yeah.
They're a big deal. They're
Oh, yeah.
legitimately a huge deal.
Really, in
Yeah.
Poland.
Oh, yeah. They're really big over there. And
metal music's huge in Europe.
Yeah, Eastern Europe, too, in those
Oh,
old
yeah.
Soviet countries. So
Like
legitimately, when people over there hear Iowa, they think Slipknot.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not, I mean, let's go.
Yeah, that
I'll
works
take
for
it.
me.
I love it. Like, have you ever heard of Rammstein?
Yeah.
You being German, have you heard of them?
They were Du Hast.
back in the day.
Yeah, Du hast
I thought
mich.
Rammstein was the thing that the Amish do when they turn like 16 or something.
The Rammstein?
Isn't that what's it called?
Boy, I'm not familiar with that
Are
culture
you
very
watching
well.
the Addams Family or something?
No,
I'm not sure.
the Amish people when they turn like 14 or 16, they got to go free and do whatever they want for like 2 weeks.
And it's called the Rammstein.
It's called
Was this in Kingpin?
it's called something other.
It's there's a reality show on some channel
Yeah.
that follows these people
Okay.
around.
Yeah.
On
And they
the
go and
commercial break, look that one up, Cody.
I will.
No, but Rammstein, they used to do shows in like Germany and all Eastern Europe, and they just have flames shooting at the crowd off the stage, and it was the craziest shit. But they were like 200,000 people watched this one band play.
Damn.
Metal's huge over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here
we're
it's country
teaching you a
music.
lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn today.
Yeah. Midwest country music, Europe, heavy metal, and techno.
Okay.
Yeah. Kills it.
Well, also, I mean, Slipknot music. We got some. We got some. What do they call it? Thrash metal? Is that the technical term you probably know?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
We still got that scene going on here a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It's just, we don't have as many people into it,
Yeah.
but the people are into it hardcore.
I'm not into it, but I'm very happy that we're known for something like that.
That's fair.
Something that's not corn. No,
yeah.
that's not corn.
Anyways, so you went to, I was stalking your profile online.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You went to Iowa State.
I did.
You got a psychology degree.
I did.
Like most people I know, it's a psychology degree. You are not using it.
That's correct.
Okay. But I read correct? You went to Drake as well.
I was an adjunct professor of acting at Drake.
Okay.
For about 2 semesters, so a year. About
Okay.
I can't remember if it was around a year.
Right.
And so that's how I got connected with Drake.
Okay.
Is by being a professor there.
So you were trying to become an actor.
Well, so I went to Iowa State and was gonna become a counselor. So I was gonna use my psych degree to get into grad school to eventually actually become a therapist.
Right.
But my sophomore year, I took an acting 1 class, and it just changed everything.
Okay.
I was like, oh no, I like this, and so I started pursuing that. Although you don't really need a degree in acting, so I just continued on and got a psychology degree. But then when I got done with Iowa State, I ended up going to acting grad school for a little bit down at LSU in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
And so then I did that, but then I came back to Iowa when the tax film credits were going on.
Right.
And of course that dried up like a few weeks after I got back. And then I had the decision to make of what I was going to do. And I decided I'll stay, start my own production company, my own film company to give my chance to be an actor. And somehow I'm still here living the dream as an actor and filmmaker in Iowa. So
Hey.
Okay.
I'm going to I've been very lucky. I'm going to try and keep it rolling.
You are definitely one of the I would say the exceptions, because I think if you go to acting school in Iowa, you're not going to get a whole opportunity. You need to go to New York or California or something typically.
That
don't
was
you?
the sad thing about the tax film credits going away, is we really were starting to build a market here. Adrian Brody was filming a film here. Forrest Whitaker was here. It was unfortunate that went away. But it did create an opportunity for little people like me to kind of grow into that void, because it allowed us to train some people. I mean, we have very talented filmmakers here. Now, I'm not just talking about cameramen. I'm talking about gaffers and sound people and art direction. And a lot of those people are now working regular jobs. And I'm really hopeful to, as I continue to build my dreams here, to start hiring more and more of those people as we evolve from 2-minute videos into feature length.
So,
Okay.
is there's a Iowa Film Festival? Is that a thing? Or Des Moines Film Festival
Yeah,
or
there's a
something?
Wild Rose film. There's a handful of them
I always
around
see
here.
Sid Jewalker, I feel like, that owns
Yeah.
Teehees. I feel like he does a few things, but I can't remember if it was an Iowa thing or it was
And
like
then he does the
regional.
48-hour
48
film
hour film
project.
festival, that's what it is.
That's really good here, and so we just got talented people. We just need to give them the opportunity to be able to make a living at it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
let's roll into our first commercial break.
Okay.
Oh,
Our fake
commercials.
sponsor.
Wow.
Fake
we're big
sponsor.
time. We got a
Okay.
fake sponsor of the week. Not to be confused, our real sponsors, BBops, Lola's, and Truman's Pizza Tavern. And we'll be right back.
So I hear you think you know something about Iowa. Fuck you. You heard we're a bunch of knee-jerk conservative reactionaries. I guess that's why we went Democratic in 5 out of the last 6 presidential elections. How you like me now? Did your state legalize gay marriage before us? Probably not. The first woman in America to become a lawyer was in Iowa in 1869. You think we're all hillbillies? Well, 4 out of 5 of us live in the cities, punk. What about farmers, you say? You think farmers are hillbillies? Sit down, son. One Iowa farmer feeds 155 of you. Do you like to eat? Looks like it. You think farming is easy? The average Iowa farm is larger than 300 football fields. It takes a fleet of tricked out machines and a shit ton of ag science to make it all work. How tough is your job? Don't answer. You look like you could use a break.
Iowa has the 6th lowest unemployment in the nation. Des Moines is ranked the richest metro in the country and the 2nd happiest. Guess you can't have it all. Playa.
So stop worrying about what we know and spend a little more time on what you don't know. And next time you fly over, give us a wave. We'll wave back. We're nice. That's right. We're nice. Fuckwad. I'm out. One more thing. You're probably watching this on a computer. Any guesses as to where it was invented? New York, MIT, California. Think again, bitch.
Welcome the fuck back.
Have you ever thought of a different intro coming out? I feel like every week you're always like, I'm ready to rock and roll, or I'm ready to roll. It's like it's a crutch, man.
I'm ready to tumbleweed out of here.
Wow, I don't think that's going to
No,
catch on.
not that one?
No.
You want to
no.
try one more time or
Yeah.
just quit now?
Like,
Welcome the fuck back. Thanks to our
let's say
fucking
like,
fake sponsor of the week. How about that?
Let's say like Murph and Andy have you on sometime as a guest, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, give us the cold intro. You can't use the same thing every time.
The cool intros. Okay.
Andrew Downs is going to throw you out.
You're learning a lot today.
I'm still a young
You're
bug.
welcome.
I'm still a young bug.
All right, now let's
I
try
got
this. We'll try this one more time. Kick us back in. You're up.
Welcome the fuck back, guys.
All right. You're lucky we're on the internet only. Thanks to our fake sponsor of the week, the Iowa Nice Guy.
Yeah.
Well, I hear he's pretty cool, so
Yeah.
you shouldn't have a problem.
Yeah. Top best guest this month for sure.
We start off the second segment typically with the Blitz. So it's rapid fire. I'll ask you some questions.
Got it.
Then I'll ask Marshall and we'll compare answers.
Okay.
To be fair, I've never won.
Is this like an actual? They have right answers and not open-ended.
He picks which answers he thinks is correct.
Oh, okay.
I'm judge, jury, and executioner.
I didn't know it was going to be like, please tell me who was the King of England in 1069.
Who signed
Henry
the Magna
II.
Carta?
Jay-Z.
I know that. That's
Jay-Z.
King John the First, John Lackland. You would know him from the Robin Hood movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the guy who toilets are named after. That's why they're called Johns.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Well, just
See, we're both learning stuff
fucking
today.
Mic drop right there. Mic drop and we're out.
Thanks for the schooling today, guys.
Iowa State does pay off.
Yeah. It's the only good thing ever come out of Iowa State.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. Kidding. I'm trying to get
Trying to lose our
antagonize
Ames
all of our,
audience now, too,
all our
We've already lost the Jewish community,
Women.
the female audience, now the Iowa State audience.
And you lost me like even before I got here. So
Yeah.
All right, let's get going.
It's a blitz. It's a blitz. It's a blitz. Yeah, it's a blitz. Let's go.
Question 1. What is an idea, is an idea for Star Wars themed coffee shop called Brewbacca's a good idea?
Brewbacca's?
Brewbacca's.
No.
No?
No, that's terrible.
Okay.
No.
Give Nebraska a compliment.
The Henry Dooley Zoo is one of my favorite zoos.
Okay.
If I could, I would build a tunnel from that zoo into Iowa and try and get all those cool animals
Get all
over
those
here.
cool animals?
Yeah.
You think you could wrestle a panda and win?
No, absolutely not.
Interesting.
Do you know what a
question.
panda? You
Interesting question.
You know how difficult that would be. A panda has very dangerous claws.
All they're doing is sleeping all the time, though.
Not when they're fighting me. If you could tell me I could like sneak up while I have like an AK-47, yes, then
Body
I think
armor
I would
on?
win.
Cody, have you ever woke up sleeping like woman?
No,
Wow.
usually,
that is-
Now
you just
imagine
compared
waking
a woman to a
well, I'm
panda bear,
saying-
and you're making a terrible mistake.
Well, I'm
usually
just
I
saying
fall asleep when they sneak out. So.
that's
Wow.
also fair. But I'm saying you don't want to wake up a panda.
All right.
No,
all right.
no, panda, it'd maul you. Maul you.
Yeah.
It'd rip your face off.
Question 3. Is crying allowed in baseball?
Ooh. I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if somebody were to like, if I was up there and a pitch hit me in the head, I'm allowed to cry.
Okay.
I think that's okay.
Or like you turn into it and it hits you in the
in the
crotch,
man region?
In the man region?
Well, you should hopefully have a cup on, but still, that's going to hurt. I've seen plenty of UFC fighters just get rocked down
yeah.
there, and even though they got a cup on,
Still doesn't feel good.
Oh, no. You can tell. That's real pain.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 4. What is the best holiday?
The best holiday. I shouldn't probably pick my birthday. That'd be too much.
That was my answer.
The best holiday to me is Halloween.
Okay.
I love Halloween.
Okay.
Big fan.
Question 6. Or question 5, excuse me.
I just love that you're not actually asking me to explain any of these. All right.
Right. Well, I think it goes into explanation later.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What's something that is around today that you think will still be around in 100 years?
Hopefully me, but I think definitely. I want to come up with a really interesting answer here. In 100 years, what will still be around? I would say the moon.
Okay.
I mean, you can't argue with logic.
No.
Fair enough.
No, I think the moon will still be there. Even though the moon is actually moving away from Earth at an inch and a half a year, it'll still be there in 100 years. Yeah. And eventually, when the moon gets too far away, the tidal force that keeps us spinning and on our axis, it'll just go all over. It'll be done. And then the Earth will just like, the South Pole, North Pole will like become the equator, and it'll kind of go back and forth like your 8-ball.
Okay.
The little inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
so you
enough.
don't want to be around when that day happens.
So I don't want to live to be in for the next...
We're talking billions of years,
Yeah.
but yeah, you don't want to be around for billions of years.
Okay. Fair enough. So immortality is not a good thing then.
No, especially because at some point the universe is going to expand. It's expanding now, but it's eventually going to expand faster than the speed of light. Think of that. That means you will never be able to like see out there because the light will never get here.
I feel like I've been lied to by the Highlander these whole years.
Yeah,
I thought there could be only one, and then everything was good.
The Highlander didn't understand the universe very well, but it's a good show though.
Great show.
Good broadswords.
Question 6. Do aliens exist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just look at the sheer volume of the universe, how many galaxies there are. I think it's something like 200 billion galaxies, something like that. And then within that, there's like 200 billion stars. And you think of how many planets there would be. I mean, just by the sheer numbers.
Yeah, has to.
It's got to be there. It's got to be
Think
there.
they visited Earth yet? Any of them?
I don't think so.
No.
But the thing is that if an alien species was able to evolve before us, I mean, the universe is 13.78 billion years old. So let's say they got a couple billion years head start on us. Think of where we'll be in a billion years.
Yeah.
First off, we're probably
Upside
living
down and sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd have to get off this planet, right? And it's possible that we're all living in simulation anyway. Actually, it's likely.
That's a thing in string theory?
I mean, you just that in a billion years. Think
I'm
what we
mind
can
blown
do
here.
now. Think of like GTA, like how good
Grand
or
Theft
Grand Theft
Auto?
Auto, yeah.
or Red Dead Revolver,
Yeah.
how Red Dead Redemption, how good those games are.
Yeah.
Now imagine we have a billion years to continue to improve that in technology. You think the characters in that video game might be able to think that they're real? And so it's likely that we are living in a simulation
there is a
right
fundamental
now.
theory in string theory that we're basically some guy's giant painting and he's doing.
I think it's
creating
called
us
The
a video
Matrix.
game, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
I hope I'm not in a simulation, but if I am, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Good
fair
work,
enough.
architect.
You've now lost Demi Lovato from our audience because you said aliens. And that's an offensive term.
And Kyrie Irving because the world's not flat.
Or the
Yes.
world is flat, he thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we've
And-
lost 2 celebrity listeners.
Oh, and I know
What-
they were listening.
Question 7. You can visit one place in Iowa. Where should you go?
Can I pick Des Moines?
Yeah.
I love Des Moines.
Des Moines.
I love living here.
Anywhere specific in Des Moines?
Truman's Pizza Tavern.
Truman's Tavern.
Look at kick.
Yeah,
Way to
good
start.
Kissing
Way
the
to put
sponsor's
us on.
ass.
All right, Scott, that's been your blitz.
Oh, all right. Did I win?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Marshall, you ready?
Yeah.
I feel like I won.
I feel
Question 1.
All the explanation of the universe, I actually forgot what the questions were, so that was a good tactic.
Yeah. Is the idea for a Star Wars themed coffee shop called Brewbacca's a good idea?
No, it'd be better for maybe a brewery.
A brewery.
Yeah. But no, it's still a terrible name.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm a Star Wars fan.
Question 2. Give Nebraska a compliment.
Like the zoo's probably the best part about it. So
I'm
got
telling
that.
you, the zoo is really nice. College World Series is good.
Omaha makes not Omaha. Sorry, Nebraska makes us look better.
Fair enough.
Is that a compliment? Like
No.
it's like going to That's like
It's a backhanded compliment.
when you go to Nebraska, you feel better about yourself. It's like going to 8th Street Walmart. Like you go in, like, okay, I'm doing all right. So that's Nebraska.
All right, fair enough. Question 3, is crying allowed in baseball?
I don't believe so. If you're Tom Hanks, he said no. It should only be allowed when the greatest baseball player of all time, Barry Bonds, goes into Hall of Fame this year.
God.
Then
You
crying,
think
then
Barry
crying
Bonds-
should be allowed.
Hold on. Pause. Time out. You think Barry Bonds is the best of all time?
Well, behind Derek Jeter, then Barry Bonds.
Oh, get out. Okay.
The
I like
goats.
Jeter,
The goats.
but he's not the GOAT, and neither is
Derek
Barry
Jeter's
Bonds.
not in the top 50.
All right, guys, this has been a fun podcast. We appreciate
Barry
you listening.
Bonds. Oh, God, I hate you for that.
Why?
Barry Bonds isn't the best baseball
Cody,
player.
this isn't your blitz. This is mine.
Okay, fair enough. Question 4, what is the best holiday?
Well, my birthday would have been my answer, but he kind of said that, so I'm going to go probably 4th of July.
Okay. Question 5, what's something that is around today that you think will still be around in 100 years?
Tom Brady at quarterback.
Okay,
Good
fair,
line.
fair
Good line.
enough. Question 6, do aliens exist?
Offensive term, Cody, but yes, absolutely they do.
Okay.
Yeah. There's probably 8. I watched a lot of Men in Black when I was a kid, so I fully believe there's aliens.
You think
just
Dennis
walking
Robbins
amongst-
an actual alien?
He might be.
Okay.
But I think it's probably just someone super normal, like not even like super normal, like a guy like Bon Jovi, who's just like a rock star, just kind of like a normal seeming guy. Who's like that guy's got to be an alien.
A normal
I'm sorry,
semen guy?
but if the universe is advanced evolution is John Bon Jovi,
Well, I'm saying
that's
no. That's
unfortunate.
they're disguising them.
So you think an alien from
Yes.
not Earth?
I'm saying a guy
could
like
pick
Bon Jovi.
anything.
Well, I didn't want to just say like
He wants to study humans, so because
I don't
John
want to
Bon
say
Jovi.
like my buddy Chris, because people were like, "Who the fuck's that?" So I just picked a random celebrities.
I'm pretty sure an alien would not write a song called "Living on a Prayer."
Okay, you got me there. Shit, I lost that point.
And question 7, you can visit one place in Iowa. Where should you go?
Not Fort Dodge.
Okay. All right, let's
Cody,
review quick.
Cody's from Fort
I'm
Dodge.
from Lehigh. Question 1, is the Star Wars themed? You both said no. Fair enough.
Did you come up with that name yourself? That's a
Yeah.
Brew. what was it?
Brewbacas.
Brewbacas.
Yeah. Question
Yeah.
2, give Nebraska a compliment. You both failed. The correct answer is no.
Okay.
Okay. Trick question.
Trick question.
So we're tied 0.
0-0 right now. Is crying allowed in baseball? No, it is not.
I gave you the explanation.
I-
The guy was hit in the face.
That's nope.
You can cry.
Nope. You gotta
Really?
suck it up.
So if you got hit in the face with a baseball, you're gonna tell me you wouldn't cry? Because I'll put a lot of money on this right now.
We'll find out when we do Claudia and she hits you with baseballs.
She did not cry when she got hit with the baseball.
So Marshall, you get the point there. You're up 1-0.
Nice. This is my first lead in a
Question 4, what is best holiday? Halloween's best holiday. 4th of July is second best holiday.
while. Okay. I
So
accept.
you
I
win
can
that
agree
point.
to that.
I
Yeah.
accept with that.
1-1. What's something that you think will be around in 100 years? The moon is a factual thing, but Tom Brady's a funnier answer. So I'm going to give Marshall the point on this one.
Oh,
Man, I'm feeling good today.
2-1.
where do I send my appeal to?
Ask the 8ballpodcast.edu.
Okay. I thought it was going to be a banana factory.
Yeah.
Appeal. Okay.
made up
You gotta think of that one.
That's
factcheck.org.
a Halloween joke. I like it.
That's
Yeah.
Do aliens exist? Yes. His argument that they have been to Earth is more
His
credible.
argument was way better.
Yeah.
I was just trying to find some. Fucking,
Yeah.
Give
So
me some point.
it's 2-2 going into the last question. Any place you should go in Iowa? Not Fort Dodge is not the right answer.
Yes.
Would you want to go to Fort Dodge?
Gives me some Taco Tico.
Oh, fuck you.
Scott, you win 3-2.
Woo. This is a great win.
Yeah. This
You want to
could,
give a speech, an acceptance speech?
on your website. This should go in the bio.
Yeah, I probably won't. I think I will. I would like to accept this award by just saying that I absolutely deserved it. There are no answers that were better than the ones I gave. I still have a problem with the judge. I feel like Cody ripped me off. I should have got all of them right. It was 8 for 8, and this is a travesty, and I will be suing you.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
thanks.
Fair enough. Marshall's my lawyer, so.
Okay, I've won that too. So that's 9 wins.
Self-taught, no lessons. Thanks a lot, Pop. Well, thanks for beating me at the Blitz, first of all.
No problem.
Second of
It's pretty
all,
easy.
Pretty easy.
that's fair. You were talking about UFC earlier, and as I was creeping on your Twitter earlier, I feel like I saw that you hate Bruce Buffer.
I'm not a Bruce Buffer fan. No.
Are you a Michael Buffer fan?
Yes.
Okay. What did you hate about Bruce? That he ripped off Michael, or
No, my problem with him is he tries to steal the show. He tries to be the center of attention at the beginning of the UFC introductions.
he does throw a lot of
Isn't
karate
Bruce
chops right out
the
there.
more famous one?
Michael
Michael
Buffer.
Buffer.
Well, maybe for the younger generation, Bruce, because Michael Buffer doesn't do as much. Back in the day, Michael Buffer did all. He did.
But
the
they're like
Holyfield
brothers.
fights.
They didn't know they were brothers,
They
right?
didn't know they were brothers. They
Yeah.
found out that later. But Bruce, my problem is he has no real judge of the moment. He's one note, no matter what the actual match is, and he gets all red faced, which tells me he doesn't have proper breathing practice technique. And it's just it when I watch him, it feels like it's all about him. Now it may be true that is with Michael Buffer as well, but he does it in such a way that it makes it feel like it's part of the moment and not somebody trying to steal the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, they get paid quite a bit just to announce the games. Announce the matches.
Absolutely.
Would you rather do that, be a NFL water boy where their average salary is like $52,000, or a
Oh, for real?
yeah, or a person that wipes up the court in the NBA where their salary is like $80,000?
Well, it would be an announcer.
Yeah, I would take an announcer. I'd love to do that. When in high school I got to do that a little bit,
Okay.
announce like the starting lineups and things. And of course it was during when the Bulls, so I'd be, and now the starting lineups for your Carroll Tigers. And it would be like, okay, 3 people in the crowd. Yay!
At
So,
guard,
what-
6'6".
Yeah.
Two of them are your parents. Like, Scott, you did so good.
From Breda, welcome Lindsay Ballenkamp. It's totally
Thanks,
ridiculous.
Lindsay. Don't sue us if you're a real person.
No, I made that up. But it was. But that's exactly what I was doing. I was trying to steal the moment, right?
Yeah.
So I recognized what Bruce Buffer is doing. Now, granted, I was 17-year-old kid at the time, but it was fun. Ooh, I love doing that.
Is that the greatest roster or starting lineup announcement in all of sports? The Chicago Bulls in the 90s?
Absolutely. The end now,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can beat that, really.
6'6" from North Carolina. I mean,
Dio actually has
Michael,
absolutely terrible, and they've been doing it for years, intro for the team, and it should be way better, is the Lakers. Their public announcer is just very monotone and flat, no energy to him, and they've been using him for years. Like, even it'll be Game 7 of the champion or finals or whatever, and he'll be like, and starting at shooting guard, Kobe Bryant.
Well, they won't
Like,
be
that's
doing that again, so.
Well, obviously, but like what the hell? Where's the energy at, man? Because I
'Cause
grew
he's
up
retired,
in the '90s
yeah.
watching the Bulls, and then all right.
yeah, when you're doing that stuff, I think you have to tap into the energy that's there. You have to kind of know it on this intangible level. And then once you're actually dialed in, you're really good at it. You can actually dial it up. Like, you actually will take the energy in the arena or in the stadium, and with you being plugged in, you're actually to raise the energy in that moment. That's what I think Michael Buffer does so well. He's just plugged into that moment. And for me, Bruce Buffer is not in the moment. He's in his own head, and he's trying to be cool.
Okay.
Anybody who tries to be cool is never cool. It just doesn't work that way.
That's what I've been telling him for years. He tries too hard.
First of all, I'm not that cool, so.
Keith Murphy tells me this quite often. He's like, Scott, you're at your best when you're not trying too hard.
Yeah.
And you know what he is? Right.
He's right.
Murph,
So you follow the UFC.
I do, yeah.
So who do you got this weekend? Colby Covington or
Usman's my favorite fighter.
Okay.
Covington in the division is absolutely the toughest.
as a human? Yeah.
Toughest opponent for
Okay.
Usman. I mean, that guy is tough as nails. I don't like him. I want to see him get his jaw broken again.
Yep.
But in a way that he'll recover. I don't actually want physical damage.
Oh,
Right,
I want
right.
physical. I went to college with him at Iowa Central.
Oh,
He's
you
from,
did?
Him and John Jones. Yeah.
Oh, I
And
didn't know.
Just named just my buddy John.
Okay.
We had to
wow.
we had to throw Colby out of so many parties because he was such a tool.
Well, he may be a tool, but he is great.
There was
he's
Now
really
we
good.
just
Five-
lost his training camp as
There was
listeners.
5 guys at Iowa Central that all lived together and worked out together. They were all ranked in the top 10 in their weight classes UMC at one point.
Wow. That's a nice connection you have there. From my point of view, this is a great card. Usman Covington 2, with the lead off with Chandler and Gaethje. They're leading that off now.
Gaethje's gonna be. I love Gaethje.
Those guys. That's gonna be a violent fight.
Yes.
And somebody's going down. And I love what Chandler's been saying. Is like, yeah, I'm just going in there with reckless abandon. We're gonna put on a show. I appreciate the fighters who understand that it is entertainment at the end of the day. There's so much skill and technique. But then I want to see Rose defend her title. She's my favorite female fighter outside of Valentina Shevchenko. Which I'd love to see her get that third chance against Amanda Nunes. Valentina is, she's great. She's so good. And I want to see that. I want to see that fight.
Nunes
That's the one
is
I
tough,
want to see.
man.
I love Gaethje after he fought Ferguson.
Yep.
That Ferguson, I was like, this guy's awesome. I like
Toughest
Ferguson.
guy ever,
Oh
right?
my
Ever to
God.
fight. That guy won't go down.
No, that's
I
why.
mean, his
That's why I
skills aren't
like
there
him
anymore.
and the Diaz brothers. They stand up
Yeah.
and
They'll just-
they won't go down either.
And
but-
that's why when somebody needs to probably stop Tony Ferguson from fighting.
well, they did against Gaethje. They
He finally did.
He kept,
but he wouldn't go down. Wouldn't go down. He needed to go down.
Yeah.
And then against Charles Oliveira, when he had him in his arm, just like I don't even want to remember. But that guy will not give up.
Yeah, I
It's
love that. I
incredible.
love that. Those are kind of guys are those I feel like are like Iowa guys. Like you're not the best, but you're gonna fight until the very end.
This is one of my issues is I don't understand why Iowa doesn't have a huge UFC training facility
With
here.
our wrestling
with
program?
all of our wrestling, because wrestling is the best basis for mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
And we should be like taking the guys from the University of Iowa and from all over that we have all this great wrestling culture and start to build UFC. Like Iowa should be producing UFC champions. It should actually be doing.
Well,
that.
who's the Olympian?
Iowa Central's produced a lot of them. Cain
Who's
Velasquez, John Jones.
Well, who's the Olympian who just who just won the gold medal in the Olympics for wrestling?
The heavyweight guy?
Or the biggest name? Yeah, what's his name?
Stevenson.
Oh, you're thinking of Jeremy Stevenson?
No.
Okay.
Gable.
Gable
Yeah.
Stevenson. He
So
did the
like him,
backflip.
like-
He's from
Gable
Minnesota
Stevenson.
Oh, okay. But
Yes.
anyway, so it's like guys like that. There's like, I'm gonna go WWE.
Yeah, which
Well,
sucks
you get
because
the
I wanted
money.
to see him win. I
Yeah,
wanted
so
to see him win another world title, but I understand why he went to WWE.
Well, yeah, the money.
He's gonna stick around and win another national title, but I understand why he went to the UFC or
Forgot we're on the
WWE.
east side for a minute.
But, I mean, you want to see someone like that go to the UFC. Like that's a big draw, like Brock Lesnar. Guys like that are big draws.
Yeah, build a brand in WWE, fight in UFC.
Yeah.
But UFC is definitely. I got more into it during the pandemic when quarantine was happening because there just wasn't a lot of sports on, and really got into it. I mean, there's great characters, and the skill level is so high. I'm not really into the blood and the gore and stuff, but the skill, as I've gotten more into it and understand what they're doing on the ground, the jiu-jitsu there and the grappling and then getting to see a few fights at Khabib as and then he retires, just how great that guy is. I wish we'd get that match between Khabib and George St. Pierre. That would be an
It'd have to be like Khabib, I think, wins right now because he's just so much younger.
But in their prime, it's just one of those things we'll never know.
Did you see Fast 9? GSP was looking pretty jacked, man. He's a big boy.
But the real thing with Gaethje, Khabib was hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, Gaethje had those leg kicks were getting. You could tell like, oh wow. And if Gaethje could have just not had to go into grappling with him.
Yeah. Once he gets on the ground, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, but once Khabib decides we're taking this ground, it's over.
That's fair.
I got into Russian ping pong during the pandemic.
How'd that go for you?
I just there's nothing else on, so I'd get online and watch Russian ping pong and bet on it.
He finished Pornhub, so
finished Pornhub and YouPorn, all on the same day.
Speaking of Pornhub, let's go into our sponsors. BBops. Nothing better than some porn and some BBops. Are you a BBops fan?
Yeah.
What's your go-to?
Just get the single with French
cheese.
fries, and then I get nacho cheese for the side.
You get cheese on the burger?
See, okay,
cheese on
the
the
nacho
burger.
cheese. That's what. Who said that?
Another guest. I don't remember.
Someone else said we gotta get nacho cheese, and I'm like, I haven't had the nacho cheese.
See,
there, so
BBops
let's try
pushes
it.
the ranch. The ranch is fantastic, and that's like their thing. But their nacho cheese is great too. But it's almost chili season at BBops.
Yeah,
it's good. Have you had the chili?
I have not. No,
it's good chili.
I have. I'm not really too much of a fast food guy. Every once in a while, I'll get it, and
so
BBops is one of my.
If you're going to
choices.
splurge on fast food, you go upscale like BBops. You don't.
Raising Cane's that's my favorite.
Okay.
Raising Cane's.
I went to. I was driving through the BBops parking lot the other day with Marshall's girlfriend. Well, she was driving, and there was a long line. Like the line was like probably 25 cars deep, and they get through that line so fast. I mean, they're probably
they do good. And the workers are good. They're
Yeah.
polite. They seem like they're working.
And if you
hard
haven't
on
tried it, I will tell you this: since you like Raising Cane's, try BBops chicken sandwich.
it. If I'm going to BBops, I'm getting a hamburger.
That's what I. That's
Like,
what I
I
thought.
can't-
I did that.
That's what I thought for the longest time. And I tried their breaded chicken sandwich, and it changed my whole.
It's
Oh,
phenomenal.
Okay,
Yeah.
well maybe
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Give
Or
it
just-
give it a try once.
Okay.
You gotta try everything once, right? Like just a
That's
finger in the butthole.
philosophy.
You gotta try it once, right?
Oh,
Well, okay. Speaking of finger in the butthole, let's go to our next sponsor then. Lola's.
From porn to
Yeah. Porn BBops, finger in the butt, Lola's. Now we've lost them now too, Cody. Thanks. Are you a hot sauce guy?
I'm okay with it. I
Okay.
mean, it's not something I seek out all the
Right,
time, but
right.
Frank's hot sauce. I know that's a very basic one, but Frank's is, and I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, so Frank's hot
Okay.
sauce is part of our culture as Bills Mafia.
Right.
Have you tried?
Well, here in Iowa,
have you
we-
tried
I have.
Lola's?
I've actually filmed at Lola's.
Okay.
For when I do, I did a video for Catch Des Moines, and we went up there and filmed.
Okay.
Filmed
Yeah.
there. It's a great story.
I love
that
it.
they're working on there.
Oh yeah, Feek and his whole family, great people there. Buffalo sauce it's my favorite buffalo sauce to do. I'm not just saying that because they pay us, but I love their buffalo sauce. We did the hot wing challenge like 3 shows ago or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That was- I'm
something-
still recovering from
It gets
that.
hot, but they're like unlike other hot sauces, they actually have flavor.
Yeah.
So if you're a hot sauce guy, try it out. If you're not,
Try it out anyways.
Yeah. And also big thanks to Truman's Pizza Tavern for having us tonight. Right here, East 6th and MLK.
Yep.
Right on the corner, right next to Rita's. Great pizza, great brunch actually too. They have brunch every day of the week. Check them out.
And they got Saturday brunch and bangers is probably over now. I imagine.
It's over. Yep, that's just summer only, but still brunch every day of the week. It's
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs bar, so if you're into the Chiefs, this is your spot to come to.
Bills beat the Chiefs, just for the record.
Packers
Anyway,
play the
move
Chiefs
on.
this week, so
I hate the Chiefs,
Aaron
so it's
Rodgers.
okay. But if
So-
you like the Chiefs, this is your guy. Word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Where's the best place in Des Moines to get a burger, fries, and a chocolate shake?
BBops, big tasty burgers, hot crispy fries, and great chocolate shakes.
So why do you come to BBops?
The burgers are fresh and fast, and it tastes great.
I like the pork fritters and chicken sandwiches.
Where's the best place in Des Moines to get a burger, fries, and a chocolate shake?
There's only one place we go. BBops.
Oh, BBops, better than good.
Lola's Fine Hot Sauce, a generational family recipe using the world's hottest peppers for great flavor. They're vegan, non-GMO project verified, kosher, and all natural. Find them online at lolasfinehotsauce.com. Use promo code AskThe8Ball for 10% off your purchase.
Are you making bets, Cody?
no. My buddy asked what the payouts were for the Survivor League. He goes, "What's payouts?" I go, "There's one payout. First place takes all." I told this to everybody on the start of the league. There's no second place. Just none of that bullshit. You win or you. I don't like because he runs our fantasy league. And he's like, "Well, let's do a first place gets this, second place gets this, third place, and we can do like a if you make the playoffs." I'm like, no.
Yeah.
There should be no award
it's
for
usually
getting second place.
Oh,
Maybe
so-
second place gets their money back.
We usually do first, second payout, and then third gets their money back.
I can see that, but we're not doing. Yeah, that's no first.
Maybe like a participation ribbon for everyone.
I
What do you
hate
think of that?
participation. I hate participation awards.
Is
If I
it
ever
like
have a kid,
PTSD for you or something?
if I ever no, because I won everything.
Oh, fuck, my bad.
We were
dude.
3-time city champs in Fort Dodge.
Remember, what would Keith Murphy say? You don't need to act cool, Cody. It's okay.
4th, 5th, and 6th grade, we won flag football every year.
Oh, well, welcome back to the show. I don't think we told you about this part of the show we do earlier. But this part of the show, we do a little thing called the Kyle McLean Low Life Piece of Shit of the Week Award.
In a world of Kyles, only one stands out. It's the Kyle McLean Low Life Piece of Shit of the Week Award.
Do you know Kyle McLean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand why he's a
Think
low
so.
piece of shit?
Yeah, he owns Hello Marjorie and Bellhop, couple bars.
Yeah.
Secret Admirer. They're
super
opening up-
handsome.
they're
Yeah,
opening
we
up another
just,
bar.
I had a drink with him maybe 3 weeks ago at Juniper Moon.
Yeah, like the nicest guy in the world.
You just
Good friend of ours.
walk out
Total
of there
low life
hating him
piece
like we
of
all
shit.
do.
Oh, yeah.
Total low
Really
life
bad.
piece of shit.
Total piece of shit.
So we named this award after him. So we nominate people for it, and then
You
if you
can-
don't have anyone you want to nominate, you can just pick the winner of our nominees
Okay.
for low
All
life.
right. Let's see.
Yeah, I have 3 nominees.
I have
this
3
week.
as well.
Do you want to go first, Cody? Or you want me
Sure. My first one, Henry Ruggs.
to? Well, okay. So I have 2 nominees now.
Going 156 miles an hour while being over twice the legal limit, injuring his girlfriend, killing another person and their dog, and ruining his life. Yeah, so fuck him. I mean, I can't say I've never driven drunk, but I've never gone 156 miles an hour.
All I know is if John Gruden was around, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So he could have saved him.
He was. That's why he was crying in the videos. John
Did
wasn't
you watch
here.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah.
I saw it on like about
It's
an hour or two
so
ago.
sad.
Yeah, it's awful. Like an hour or two ago, I just showed him in the street, and his girlfriend's like trying to hold him, and he's
Trying
like
to
going
get help,
in and
yeah.
out of unconsciousness.
So she's in
and
serious
the car's
condition
just on
now.
fire and keeps exploding.
She's
Like, the
in
person-
serious condition.
yeah.
The dog died. The person there died.
I thought the whole thing was on like the interstate or something. No, it's on like a rural,
Yeah.
or like a residential
He's facing
area.
2 to 20 years. And so my theory and why I hate our judicial system is that he'll probably get like 2 or 4 years, and then he'll only serve half of that because he'll get time off for good behavior.
Well, I think I saw today that because with the loaded gun that he also had in there,
Yeah.
and other charges, he's looking up to 48 years.
Oh, good,
now.
good.
But we'll see how it all shakes out.
Yeah.
The lawyers, they have to.
Yeah.
There's so much. This is going to be a multi-year judicial process.
Yeah. My first nominee is PETA.
Okay.
PETA.
Oh, because of the bullpen thing?
Yep, they want Major League Baseball to rename the bullpen to the arm barn because bullpen is insensitive to cows.
Arm barn is a pretty sweet name. Though.
It is
Can
a
we
fucking
just say?
I
Can we
think
just say
arm barn is a
pretty
great name,
sweet?
and I wish they would came up with it for a different reason.
But do you think
Because-
cows are offended by something they don't know exists?
No, but this is PETA. They're getting the reaction they exactly want.
Yeah, because we're now talking about PETA.
Yeah, true.
But we'll give them credit. Arm barn's a great name.
Arm barn is a great name.
My next nominee is technically 2 people: William Noble Chaden Miller and Jeremy Everett Goodell. Both 16. Here in Iowa, 2 teens have been charged with investigation to killing their teacher and hiding the body. Both have been charged with first-degree homicide.
What is this segment?
And first-degree conspiracy to commit homicide.
I was just trying to be funny with mine, and Cody's just going hard on it.
Really
Cody's like,
sad.
Cody's like, yeah, these guys killed their teacher, and
That's
this
it.
lady's
Because
dog
it
died.
happened in Des Moines.
Wow.
Yeah,
Can we move on to the next one? What do you got?
Mine was just Robert Sarver, the Phoenix Suns majority governor.
Oh, the owner.
Yeah, he likes to use the N-word a lot. And to one-up himself, he's also a misogynist. So, that was my other nominee.
Okay.
What do you
Boy,
got
where are we
there?
going to go over here? Adolf Hitler?
Yeah.
The people that had the puppy mill in Des Moines.
Okay. Yep.
Jeez. I don't want. Do not tell me
Let
these
me-
details. I
let
don't
me-
want to know it.
I got a third nominee, Cody King. Cody King for bringing down the mood of the
Yes.
show.
I'm going with
We were up
Cody.
here having a good time, and then
Thank
Cody's
you.
like, boom,
I'm with you,
down.
Cody.
Cody, you're a
You're
disgraced
the
Kyle
low-life
McLean.
scum of the week.
God damn it.
You're worse than Henry
You
Ruggs.
can't put my name in there with Kyle McLean.
That's not fair to Kyle.
It's not fair to Kyle.
At this point.
What about the
Oh, I don't know if I
who
trust
was
you to
who
say
was the other owner
this.
that was molesting one of the
Oh, you're talking about the Chicago Blackhawks.
Blackhawks guy?
Yeah, that's God. What another just sad situation. It's like,
that situation.
You listen to that player talk about it, and it's
Yeah.
heartbreaking. Just awful. I don't know if this is supposed to be a funny segment.
It was until Cody started.
But it's just sad.
Yeah.
These are sad things. I
man.
wish they didn't happen.
Well, let's now that we decide, Cody, you're this week's Lola.
Yeah.
This is like the 3rd time you've won this award, which is
Maybe we should
fascinating.
rename it.
Yeah, like,
Fascinating.
Kyle might be off the hook now. This could become the Cody King.
I don't
Lola
have
Piece Shit of
nearly
Week
the
award.
hair for Kyle to like
No.
to run this. Like I can't do this.
Well,
thing.
that's why we put Kyle on because it's supposed to be a joke segment.
Yeah, have you lost the essence of your own segment?
The segment was your idea.
Are you okay?
I mean, I just want to get these people out there and get them known. Terrible people.
Real quick, do you guys know what you two have in common?
We're in Iowa.
You guys have both beat me at fantasy football this year.
How bad did I beat you?
I don't know. You just beat me last week.
Well, Marshall
in
in-
Garnett's league, you beat me by like.
In our league that I'm
yeah.
in, Marshall
Like 10
hasn't
points or
won
something.
yet.
It was less than 10 points.
I need a quarterback. So if you could trade me one, I know this is great for the audience. They love hearing
Yeah,
people
yeah.
talk about their fantasy teams.
Well, I just thrown out that fun fact of the week. I just noticed earlier. I'm like, oh shit, Scott just beat me at fantasy last week.
We drafted, and Marshall immediately texts me and goes, "Your team's gonna fucking suck. You're gonna do terrible." Marshall is now 0-7-1.
My
Hey, you got a tie in there.
on my bench is Christian McCaffrey, Russell Wilson, Every
fault's
other player
that?
that's hurt, David Montgomery.
Whose fault's that?
Well, it's my fault, but I still have more points scored on the year than you. Anyway, we won't bore people anymore with your depressing stories, Cody.
No, you don't. You have 931 scored.
Anyways,
I have 971 scored. So Marshall's about making fake facts over here.
Good news is I edit the show. So you're a TikToker also.
Well, there was a brief period where I started to do TikToks, and I was like, I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to do a video every day, see if I can get one to go viral.
You had
and
one.
Build it. And then I had, my 7th one when got almost,
834,000 views.
800,000 views.
Yeah.
And then I did 2 more after that, and they got 1,000 views, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not making any money. I chose, if I'm going to continue, I'm going to have to come up with me just talking to the camera. Because I was talking to myself and editing and doing all that stuff. It's just too much to not get paid.
Yeah, TikTok's hard to do.
It's, I just gave up. I accomplished my goal, and I got out. And now I'm not a single guy anymore, so my single guy content doesn't work.
That was my next one. All your hashtags were #single, #over 30.
Yeah, and you're gonna die alone. That was my whole tagline.
So before you got into a relationship, were you a dating app guy?
Yeah.
Have you ever used Hinge?
Oh my God.
Yes, I did.
Did you know Cody is banned from Hinge?
You got banned from Hinge?
Could you think of any reason why someone would be banned from Hinge?
Well, just judging from him ruining this earlier segment, I think I have an idea. She's like, what's the best thing about you? Well, I know all the terrible things that happened this week. Would you like me to tell you about a puppy mill?
That's my first date content is.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so did you hear about the puppy mill?
Cody swipes right and just sends a picture of dead dogs to the girl, and it's like, okay, Cody, no wonder you're banned from Hinge.
Why are you really banned?
I honest to God, I have no idea. So I went on to find out once I figured out I was banned, and I emailed them, and they said, we reserve the right to to ban you for any reason, anytime, and we reserve the right to not explain why. And that's all I've ever heard back.
Okay.
So.
But you don't remember doing anything.
I hadn't even been on it in probably 2 or 3 months, to be completely honest.
You think you got hacked?
Maybe. I don't know.
Interesting.
I hope they sent a big penis instead of that 6-inch penis.
Okay.
Were you also banned on Bumble or Tinder?
Nope.
What about Grindr?
Well, Grindr because I'm not gay.
Oh,
so,
okay.
No.
All right. Then that would be bad of you.
Maybe that's why they're like, this guy isn't straight. We're banning him from Hinge. He's lying.
Hey, I'm not here to make any. I don't know.
Cody, don't lose our gay audience too. Okay, you've already lost.
Joe Thomas will always be here.
Yeah. We now only have sad listeners left.
So, TikTok. One of my TikTok crushes. She does.
I love that phrase. One of my TikTok crushes.
Yeah.
She
does a thing where, oh crap moments where she's a teacher. It's like no amount of schooling could ever prepare you for this. So you could do something like that. I think.
Yeah. There's a woman who's just wonderful on there. I think her name is Elise Myers. Highly recommend. Look up her content. She just sits at the table during coffee time, and she just talks. And she really blew up when she told this story about a first date when she went out with a guy who ordered 100 tacos. And so just look up Taco Guy.
Marshall, you went on a date with this girl?
That sounds awesome.
It's amazing. And she delivers the story so well. It's incredible.
Okay.
And that she inspires me. I watch her content. I'm like, I would want to try to do that. I couldn't do it as well as her, but just talk to the camera and tell stories. Because especially having gone through the last previous year as a single guy for the first time in 10 years, there's been some crazy interactions that have happened, and I could tell a lot of stories, but I probably won't.
I want to try to eat
save
100
it for
tacos.
my memoir.
Okay.
100 tacos. Wow.
That's impressive.
That's a great first date.
Where'd they go? Taco Bell or Taco John's?
Yeah, it was Taco Bell. And what was funny,
nice.
He forgot his wallet, so she had to pay for the 100 tacos.
He sits down with my wallet. I'll take 100 tacos, please.
You guys
and
got
then
Venmo?
She's like, well, where are we going to eat these tacos? She's like, back to my place. This guy lives with his dad, and his dad just stood over the table and watched them eat a taco, and then he took a taco, and then she's like,
so she bought dinner for him and his dad.
The best part is she stuck around for this.
And then she's like, I'm gonna go. Thank you for the time. And then she packed up the 96 tacos that were left and carried them out to her car.
That is fucking
It's
hilarious.
That is awesome.
I might have to look at that one.
Happy ending. She's married now to somebody she says a smoking hot husband.
That eats her taco.
See, my God.
You're getting
No, can't do that. Can't say that.
Cody, what did Keith Murphy say?
You try too hard.
Thank you. This is going to be our new theme for the show every week. This will be the Keith Murphy
Any advice
Try
Keith
Too Hard
Murphy
segment of the
Keith
week.
Murphy advice of the week.
Take Keith Murphy's advice. That's the best advice I can give.
We should just text Keith every week. But hey, we need an advice of the week for the podcast.
You could probably just go on his Facebook. He's got plenty. So you were talking. You're a Bills fan.
Yeah.
Bills Mafia. Have you been to a game in Buffalo?
I have not been to Buffalo. I need to get there. It's definitely on my list. I've been to a handful of games, Kansas City and Minnesota, when the Bills come into town.
Right.
Including that time when the Bills were 17.5-point underdogs to Minnesota, and we won. That was the first time Josh Allen hurdled a player. That was a great game, and we were very small Bills Mafia contingent in that U.S. Bank Stadium, and by the end we were like the only ones left, and we were yelling from the upper deck all the way down to the players, and they're like pointing up to us. It was a great day to be a fan.
Nice.
You said you've seen people jump through tables. Have you ever seen any like cool stunts or injuries or anything like that?
It seemed like everybody was fine. Now, granted, most of those people were tremendously drunk.
Yeah.
But one of my best Instagram videos is I got a video of this guy silhouetted by the sun, and it was just overcast enough where when he drove through the table and stood up and raised both of his hands in just total victory, like a beam from the heavens came down, and it's a really well shot video, if I do say so myself.
Okay, so check that.
Has Keith ever told you about modesty?
He has. Keith is so modest, and it is something I can learn from, which I have. I'm much less cocky than I used to be before I knew Keith Murphy.
Okay.
So I give him credit. Keith Murphy is on the Mount Rushmore of most important male figures in my life.
Okay.
And I just wouldn't be the person I am today without him. I know I just got serious there, but he's a tremendous individual.
We're gonna try to get him on the podcast.
Oh, he won't come on. He's a real dick.
Fuck that guy.
We don't want him to show you up or anything.
Great. Now we've lost the Murphy audience.
God,
Okay. The last question I have for you is a new thing I'm trying to ask the guests every week. I don't know what kind of music you listen to in general. I know metal's not really your thing. Top 5 favorite rappers of all time.
Top 5 favorite rappers of all time.
Dead or alive?
Okay, dead or alive. Okay, I gotta go Ja Rule. I gotta go.
Okay.
Interesting.
Ja
Rule made
Tupac.
bangers. Okay.
I gotta go Eminem.
Okay.
1 and 2. I gotta go Dre 2, Jay-Z 1.
Nice.
Okay.
That's what I gotta go.
Okay, I like
but
it.
catch me on a different day. Like my favorite rap song. Maybe this has exposed me as not being super cool, but Forgot About Dre is my favorite.
I
rap
love that
song.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
So you're pumped for the halftime show at Super Bowl.
I am. I
Me
think it's
and
gonna
you
be
both.
tremendous.
That's gonna be the best halftime show.
Now,
ever.
wait. Do I want? Wait. I think I'm gonna take out Ja Rule. I'm gonna replace with Missy Elliott. I think Ja Rule's out.
I fucking love Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott's in my
That's
top
awesome.
Is she a
5.
rapper technically?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Have
for
you
sure.
heard the Real World
She's
album?
one of the greats.
Okay.
Oh, man. Missy
Fair
Elliott's
enough.
fantastic. She has a song with Eminem you should check out, Cody. You'd love it.
Now, also, somebody who's really good at rapping, who you might not think of as a rapper, is Weird Al. Weird Al Yankovic.
Yes.
Weird
He's
Al is
really
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
He's real good.
I've been saying this for years. I want him to come out with another album. I haven't heard.
And as far as like flow goes, this is probably strange, but David Diggs, I love his flow so much. He's incredible.
Okay.
The way he can put out words so clearly, like Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
But he is an exceptional actor, Tony Award-winning actor now.
But-
David Diggs is
I had
exceptional.
Busta at my number 5. So we had Billy Weathers on Be Well. I don't know if you know him. He does the Be Well Foundation in town. He's a local hip-hop artist as well. So we asked him the question as Cody, and then Cody's top 5, he said MGK.
Nice.
And
Froze.
and we almost hit him. It was almost as bad as when he started doing the Kyle McLean low life piece of shit of the week this week, and just made it depressing.
Almost, that was bad.
So now I'm just curious what everyone else has.
I've got 2 more questions for you.
Okay.
Shoot.
One, what is something Iowa needs more of?
Well, I would say art.
Art.
I mean, I think the health of an economy is shown by the surplus of art that is available. And I'm not just saying, I mean, it's self-fulfilling for me because I would love more film art and theater art. But even the more sculptors and painters, poets you have around, I mean that is a real sign that your economy is humming and your culture is well rounded. I know all the difficulties of getting it there, and I understand why it's not where I would love it to be. But that's absolutely the thing I would love to see more of.
I like how the comedy scene in general has evolved over the last year and a half.
Art.
Yeah, which is a great form of art.
Stand-up comics are, what they do is
it's
so hard.
Like
it's just really difficult.
Sitting here just busting balls and riffing, I feel like it's easy. Getting on stage, doing more than 60 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do that.
I do public speaking. And, I don't do 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and people, they ever call me a stand-up comic. Absolutely not. I am doing attempted comedy for 75% of the time and 25% take-home message, so companies can write me off as being a speaker. But I tried stand-up one time.
Okay.
And it's just really difficult, really difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Every comic, no matter how good they are, it takes real courage to get up there. And sometimes I just go to open mic at Teehees, which is going on at this very moment.
Right now, yeah. I might swing by after this, actually.
And just to see, I mean, people who are, varying degrees, but just to see people get up there and try it's inspirational.
Okay, nice. My last question is, we both have a mutual hatred for Nebraska. We talked about this earlier. Can you tell us more about, your Nebraska bit you had, or whatever?
Sure, yeah. Well, so when Iowa Nice came out, it's relatively a historical / political video, and I didn't want to stick with politics because it just gets exhausting. Even 10 years ago, I was like, I don't want to do political videos the rest of my life. This is going to be awful. So I switched to sports, and at the time, I was like, well, what will we do? So promoting the University of Iowa and Iowa State University seemed like a natural fit, and then making fun of all the schools in the Big Ten and the Big Ten and Big 12 made sense to me because for me, it was always about the satire. The original Iowa Nice was about making fun of people who were stereotyping Iowa. So I thought, well, what's better than to be a hypocrite in satire by stereotyping everybody else?
Yeah.
And so it just made sense to me that Nebraska had just recently left the Big 12 to make fun of Nebraska in the Iowa State video as well as in the Iowa video.
Yeah.
And also at that time, Sound Off, Keith Murphy, Andy Fales, Chris Hassel were also, it was kind of in the zeitgeist at that moment that making fun of Nebraska was funny. Because it's so easy to do.
Hassel had Cornhole or Rick or whatever.
Cooteray Cornhole.
Cooteray,
and so it was just kind of just happened naturally in that way. And so then we continued that when we were on ESPN for 2 seasons. Every week we had at least one Nebraska joke in there, and people loved it.
Can you tell us a Nebraska joke real quick? Do you have one?
No, I mean, look, in all honesty, the University of Nebraska, it's a really impressive school. They run the read option on the football field and in the classroom. but really, like Memorial Stadium, it's such a great place. I don't know. Have you guys been to Memorial Stadium?
Never have.
Well, once you get there, you'll see there's mullets and neck beards, and that's just the women. So there's just there's a few of the greatest.
I love making fun of Nebraska. I hate the state of Nebraska. So
and I have to say, and now I'm going to sound like I'm ready to make another joke, but the vast majority of Nebraska fans got the joke.
Yeah.
They got it. But I want to thank the people who didn't get the joke and took it too seriously, because that
makes
just
the joke
added
better.
Way more fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
Like the guy who sent me an email threatening me that I better watch out for a pickup truck with a rifle rack in the back. I'm like, dude, I didn't even reply back, but I thought, thank you. You are proving my point.
It's like when Ed Wilson read his hate. He came on the show and read his hate mail he gets. It's fucking hilarious. It just makes everything so much better.
It does.
So it's part of the show where you ask the 8-ball a question.
I was wondering when this was going to come in.
You got a question for the 8-ball?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh, let's see. All right. Will the Bills win the Super Bowl, the next Super Bowl? So the one in February.
Okay.
The one
in
is that
LA.
be Super Bowl, whatever.
52 or something. Yeah,
50. Yeah, whatever it is.
It's called the LA Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Shaking it up now, audience. So I hope you can hear that. Whatever that juice is made of. Here we go. Will the Bills win the Super Bowl this season? That's the way I should say it.
There you go.
Here we go. Oh, do you guys have something when it's just the edge? Or we just? Oh, I have to shake it. No, you touched it. Now it's
bad juju.
Oh, okay. Hold on. God, you guys got to get a new one of these.
Yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
The answer is Oh, no, I think it was on yes, and then it switched to... I can't read that. Oh, it's upside down. Read it. You guys need to get a better 8-ball. This is terrible podcast.
Reply hazy, try again.
Okay, wow, this is great.
Apparently, we
audio.
need-
We
great
can edit
content.
this out.
Yes.
We need more funding.
Here we go. Talk to Lola. It is certain.
It is certain.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Place your
Bills
bets
Mafia.
now. Bills win the Super Bowl. The 8-ball said so.
Yeah. Scott, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate you taking time out of your evening to come on with us. Big thanks to BBops, Lola's, Truman's Pizza Tavern.
Check
thanks,
them out.
and do it, Cody. Thanks for ruining a segment tonight.
Yeah, you might want to edit that whole segment out.
Yeah.
You just think about it.
Yeah, we'll just put a picture of Kyle up and be like, all right, back to our regular schedule program. Thanks
Thanks,
for coming out, man. We
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Check us out.